Hello. So this is a video from me about my YouTube channel and its future. Well, I'm sure you have noticed that there haven't been any videos for quite a while, especially for foreign language like English. And there are reasons. Well, one is that the Article 13 is around and they're trying to get it through, and eventually this could have very bad causes for personal or private YouTube channels. Maybe they will get extremely limited in their upload, so even will get deleted. That is something that's on the table, and this is not very motivating when you are working on different projects and plan to publish them. The other reason why I haven't published any videos for quite a while is that I'm not in the best mood and I found other projects. I've bought a game, so you need to imagine this like that. I've had an idea for a game, and then I went to a company which does make the game, and I paid them some quite high amount of money, and they made a game, and I was busy making this game. It's on Steam, and it's about furries and dragons. Anyway, so I like these dragon creatures. What I want to show you here in this video, or before I show it, is a short information. I won't quit YouTube, I will still stay there, but you have to be really patient if you want a new video. I do not know when I will make one. I probably will make one, but I don't know when. The projects that you can see here are projects that I recorded already in 2017, and I planned them to upload them 2018, 2019, 2020. One video here, one video there. As these are sold project, and there was this thing around with the smoke detector. You may remember that. Here we'll show you some projects. This is just a small part of all the projects that I've done, because I've worked really much on projects. And this is just a small amount. And here you can see some others. So this is a tube-based receiver. This is a testing transmitter that I made with a rainbow scale. Here you can read it, 10 transistor FM radio. Yeah, I finally managed to build the FM radio. And I got this discriminator circuit working. It's not a ratio detector, it's something different that I've designed. I was really sitting there for quite a while. It does work. It's quite touchy on the alignment, but it does work. You will see it later. This is a walkie-talkie kit. So it's a kit. This is a kit that I bought. It's from German radio amateur operators. You can buy it online. It's a shortwave receiver because they have a shortwave broadcast and they want you to buy this receiver, and then you can listen to their shortwave broadcast. I'm sure you will know this kit. This is a AM radio. This is an AM radio kit. I've made a video about it, and here is another thing. This is another radio. It's 9 transistor super 8 AM radio, medium wave. And as you can see, I've made these copper plates. I've cut them. I've made the whole housing and the whole system made just with copper plates. And there are videos where I build this step by step. So I show which part is needed. I show how to build it. I show the schematic. I show everything. I have everything on SD cards, all files, but I have not made it into a video that I can upload. There are some other things that I want to show you. And these are some circuit boards. These are just some circuit boards. I've made 100, literally 100 circuit boards by hand. And my plan was, as I said, I did all this stuff in 2017. My plan was that I will later give these circuit boards to YouTubers along with some components, an instruction manual. The instruction manual does explain the circuit that you build. It does explain how you build the circuit, how you align and work the circuit. As you can imagine, when I give out these kits, I could make high voltage and power inverter kits, but this is too dangerous. My kits usually are with radio, so it's either a radio receiver or it's a radio broadcast transmitter with low power, so it's legal, or at least some kind of legal. So as you can see, there are lots of circuit boards. This is just a small part. I have a double the size or triple the size box full with circuit boards that are made and can give out to you YouTubers, but usually only on the German or Europe part, because the control, if you send something like to America, they will control it, and I'm afraid they will take it out and throw it away. So I would rather send it only to Germany people, or people from Germany, and stuff like that. So in this video, you now know that I won't quit YouTube, although I've made a video in quite a while. I want to show you some kits, and I actually started with something different, but then I did not push the pause button on my record device. I pushed the stop button. So this is the second take. I've already built one of these things, so this is one thing that you can buy on eBay, or could buy on eBay. It's an AM modulator with a tube, but it also can be a shortwave modulator, and this is a power supply. It converts 9 volt DC into 90 volts DC. And the 90 volts DC are then used for supplying one of these tube circuits. So the purpose of this device is that you can transmit music from a cassette player or something else to an AM radio, and usually you would hook it up to a tube radio and then you would have it working. Let me sit down and you can see the tube inside the filament is glowing, and it's made for a 9 volt battery, but as you can see it consumes quite some power. Okay, if you look at this thing, I have to make an alignment because I did, as I said, this is my second take. So if you look at this modulator, the developer says he has built in an amplifier because this is 2 tubes in one glass thing, and it says it's very sensitive, and if I touch the audio input, you can hear it's definitely sensitive. But there are some buts. First of all, I connect my cassette player and I've cranked it up to maximum volume and push play. It's working, but it's very silent. It's rather good amplitude modulation, so you can tune it exactly on the frequency and have good AM, but it's not different with tubes, I tell you. So here are 2 tuning capacitors. This is the main frequency, and this is a tank circuit in the anode. And if I tune the tank circuit in the anode, I don't know why he has put it in there. You can hear the modulation is gone. And 2 things happen now. Now it has more power. It's still not very strong, but it has more power now because this is a tuned circuit now. But it does now. This is the edge of the frequency. And this is the ground wave. So it does now generate FM. So I don't really know why he has put this tank circuit. I replaced it with a resistor and it does work, but still the whole circuit does indeed work, but it's not on my quality standards if I would build something like this, and I have built tube circuits. This is another thing from probably the same seller. It's a regenerative receiver and it does also work. You can see the headphone plug, and here's the regeneration control. It comes along with this power supply, so this power supply came along with this thing. And he says that you can put up a speaker, and a strong signal you can drive a speaker directly. I tried it, and I can drive an amplified speaker and pick up stations. It does work, but driving a speaker directly, no. But the more worst problem is that I don't know what he has thought himself. Here's a sine wave oscillator, an amplifier, and a transformer. And this sine wave oscillator is running at a frequency of 2 Hertz, or 2 cycles. So this is like really slow, and the chip, yeah, it's getting warm. It's definitely getting warm. And if you have this frequency with a frequency of 2 Hertz, and you use a regenerative receiver, it will always be it will, like a police siren or something. It will make similar sounds because the voltage rises a short time and then falls and rises. I don't really know what he has designed there, but this is something. I've made a video building these, I've made a video reviewing these, and just giving you now a short overview because I do not know when I will ever show these videos public on YouTube. Okay, let's move on to the next things. Oh, as I said, here are some things that I've built, and this is just a small part. There are still more projects. I was not in the mood to picking or taking them out from the box, but I have far more projects than this that I've worked on, and I've already made a video. I only need to edit the video, so it's a video that I can upload, and then you can look at it. Okay. I was wanting to use this converter circuit here, so it does convert a shortwave signal into the AM broadcast band. So I can show you this 2P3 radio. I'll be lazy and just show the radio with the modulator, because then I have less stuff to build up, and it will also work. Okay, so let's untune the tank circuit again, and let's turn on the radio, and let's search the frequency. Okay. So as you can see, this is also working. I want to show you more circuits, but I won't be able to show you every circuit because some of them I didn't get them working because they are in bad shape. For example here, this is pretty much falling apart. As you can see, it's falling apart. So let's see what I can get working. Okay. So here I have, if I will focus, here I have my test transmitter, and you can see different colors. For example, now I'm on AM, I'm on something 680 kilohertz, and you can see 680, and you look up the color, it's in purple, and then you can see two buttons, you press two buttons, and then you can align the frequency. So here you can align the frequency, let's watch. And of course there is modulation. It does make either AM or FM. You can still hear it very silent, but because it's FM. I need to keep it short because only 4 minutes left for a 15-minute video. So as you can see, I can pick up different frequency, and it goes from the IF range from 440 kHz up to 30 MHz. And for example, if I want to make 30 MHz, I look up this color here, 23, 24. I look up this color, these two buttons, and then I can tune it over this whole band and can here fine-tune my frequency. Here's an attenuator, and here's the RF output. So this was intended to make your own DIY test equipment, because I once wanted to make a series about make your own test equipment for transmitters. And this is a test transmitter. You can also go on shortwave, on long wave 440 kilohertz, or on VHF 30 megahertz. Okay, it does work. Now let's move on to the next project. So I won't show the coils. This is my FM radio. It's in really bad shape, but it does work. I got it working. And the problem with FM is that you have to convert the FM into AM, and you can see two tuning capacitors, two red ones. And this is my discriminator. I'm hiding the coils. I'm sorry, but I'm hiding the coils value because they were sitting on this really long. So there's only transistors, now I see, and it will pick up FM stations and will repeat them without distortion. So let's turn it on and tune in the station. Tune in the station.
Nächste Woche in den Radioreisen. Die Stadt ist märchenhaft schön. Die Kathedralen, den alten Universitätsgebäuden mit den düsteren Speisesälen, Geister und
So as you can see, it does work. This is the amateur radio kit. So this is just a shortwave receiver, and it uses either the antenna here, which is a ferrite bar antenna, so you can pick up stations without connecting an external antenna, or you can connect an external antenna. That will increase the sensitivity. They've socketed this IC because they want you to use it and make own projects, but you can also use it on this project. So we'll turn it on, and here you have the volume, and here you have tuning. But right now, there's not much on shortwave. There's something very weak. But it's pretty much everything there is currently. But I tried it, and the station they wanted to pick up, it does pick it up at very good quality, even without antenna. It's working quite good. You can also pick up other stations. I think this is the local oscillator coil, and if you tune it, I've made a video about it, but yeah. So as you can see, lots of stuff happening here. I have done many projects. I wanted to show you this one, but I didn't get it working very shortly. It's working, but some connections are missing. I don't know. But as you can see, I've done lots of things. As I say, this is just a small amount of what I have. What I have as video, what I have done as project is just a small amount, which is not yet public video. This is also a walkie-talkie kit here. And as you can see, two walkie-talkie kits, two projects, receiver projects, and I have different stuff, but I just didn't make the video on YouTube. I have it on the SD card, I have the pictures, I have the video files, but I just didn't make them on YouTube. So this was just a short demonstration of what's going on currently with the project. As I said, I've done this stuff 2017, so it's over 1 year old. But I have stuff for new videos. All I need to do is convert it into an actual video. Okay, thanks for watching. I would as usually appreciate comments, but it's okay if you don't write any. And yeah, have a nice time. Best regards, Stefan, the electronics interest person. Okay, see you around. Bye bye.